Skin here, and after 4 very, very long months of no reviews, barely any Fortnite Fridays, which I'm sorry about, I'm finally back with another review. Today we're kicking it off with the Transformers Age of the Primes, Fugitive Waspinator. We kicked off this review, let's go and start off with sculpting, which I don't have any complaints with it. Everything looks great, that there's no paint chipping that I can see. There are a few, like, how to say, like, not inaccurate, I guess some weird plastic molding issues. Like, for example, on this side the panel is regular, but whenever I try to transform it, this other side's kind of messed up a little bit. Like, it's the hinge is kind of off. I'm not sure if the piece is too big or not. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't fold correctly whenever I try to transform it. But that's really it. The paint job looks great. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there even is a little Decepticon insignia on his chest. The lighting's terrible, so I can go back a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's there. I'll probably try and zoom in more. That's really it for sculpting. Let's go and get into size comparisons. Here he is next to Core Class Optimus, Stu Shoes Bumblebee, Stu Shoes Megatron, and Siege Optimus. Okay, let's go and get into its articulation, in which he has a pretty decent amount of. He has a ball jointed head, which allows him to swivel full 360. His head can also look up that far and look down that far. Can tilt side to side. His arms are on a weird type of hinge joint, kind of like the Hot Rod one, where his arms can go out that far. There also is a hinge joint here in his armpit and a bicep swivel, which allows his arms to hinge up that far, a little bit past 90 degrees, because there is a second hinge joint over here. His wrists are on swivels, except for this one, like I said before, not in this arm, but on this arm over here, it's kind of messed up. It can't really swivel full 360 like how the other one can. Oh, actually it can. I think actually is this, no, this is the one that has a problem. It is, yeah, because each time you try doing it, it unpegs, because there's like a weird, like, plastic, like, you know, like you get figures and like a little piece of plastic is still stuck on there. That's kind of what's happening here, because on the peg there's like a weird piece of plastic that's still stuck on there. He has a waist swivel that can swivel full 360. His legs can kick up that far, kick back that far, and also kick out that far. He has a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and a ankle pivot that actually is pretty decent. What's the point of posing if there's no accessories to go with the poses? In which he comes with 4, or I guess 2, not entirely, yeah, I guess 4 accessories. Oh. He has his 2 stinger blasters that can just peg into his hand. You just fold up the hand and there is a peg hole on each side, like so. And there also is another peg on the actual stinger blasters themselves that allows you to do his, I'm not sure what this thing, I'm not sure what it's called. I know Bumblebee has it, but I have not watched Transformers animated, so I don't know what this is called, but I think it's just called like a bug blast. I'm not really sure. But it's a combined stinger blaster attack, which actually looks pretty cool. He also has these 2 jet boosters that are from Bumblebee. I do know where this is from, whenever Bumblebee got his jet boosters on his back and flew up into space. He comes with 2 jet boosters that can go on his back, either like this, which actually isn't really a good way to do it. That's mainly for the transformation, or like this. We also can combine both the stinger blasters and the jet boosters to make these little, I guess they're still blasters technically. There are pegs, there are peg holes on the back of these boosters, and there also was a peg here that you can just peg into. Do it for both of them. You can peg it into the hand, and now you have these little upgraded bug blasters. That's just what I'm going to call them. Which looks pretty cool. That's it for accessories. Let's go and get into his transformation. First thing you want to do is fold in the hands. Unpeg these parts and fold down this hinge joint right there. I guess the leg guard. And then there are these little heels on the foot that you're going to want to fold in. Do that on both sides. Then you're going to want to swivel these parts around and peg in that top piece. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to fold down this part here, swivel the arms, then unravel this whole entire chest piece, or I guess unpeg it and fold it down. Then you can unpeg this hinge joint here and slowly fold in the head, like so. So you can see that. And go and peg in the front bumper. Swivel in the legs. I guess swivel around the waist. Utilize those extra hinge joints to maneuver the, I guess just put the arms in place, like so. Then hinge down, I guess swivel down the arms. Both sides. Then fold up this whole entire part here. Just fold up the legs. Fold down this back piece and hinge the arms in place. There's a hinge joint here. Just hinge in. And this is what I was saying before with that arm peg, because there's another peg here that pegs into the legs, and since this part is kind of out of place, it kind of messes with it and you can't really get it to like stay straight. And it keeps wanting to fold in each time. Because the other arm doesn't have a problem with that, but this arm does. Because once you peg in the other arm, it unpegs the other one. Because the way that it's formed, I guess it deformed whenever it was in the box, whenever I bought it, or wherever I first got it. Make sure everything is in place, make sure everything's pegged in. Here you have this vehicle mode, which looks pretty good, and which I'm gonna say is right now, I know this is literally, I mean, and even in the show, they were just, it is kind of just a retooling of Bumblebee, just with a different head and different colors, because that's how it is in the show, at least from my knowledge. Which I actually kind of prefer the way waspinator looks. I don't know if I'm just biased to the color green, but it generally actually works really well on here. I don't even think I need to get the original Bumblebee, but I probably still will. And like I said before, this is a little homage to what has happened in the show. I mean, this didn't happen to Waspinator, but it happened to Bumblebee, where these jet boosters can go on these pegs on the side. Like so. So his car has an extra boost. It's a pretty cool addition. And you can still put these parts on here. I don't know why you would, but actually, these might actually be blast effect compatible. I don't have any blast effects on me. Actually, I don't actually know my figures actually have blast effects besides my model kits. So I don't really know if it is blast effect compatible or not. That's it for the review. I know I haven't posted in a while, but this is kind of just a starting review to get back into it, get back in the saddle. And I've just been pretty busy with the school and everything else, so I probably won't make reviews on Monday or Friday because I get homework on all those days. So I'll probably see like you probably see a review on like Saturdays, most likely. Or I have all next week off, so I'll probably be able to make more reviews and I'll probably just be able to pre-make reviews so that you guys can actually watch it, because y'all have been starving out there. I have not made a review in 4 months, so I need to get back in the saddle of it. But that's really it. If you guys like the review, like and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day. King Studios signing off.
Transformers.